Welcome to night 2 of our JSBL doubleheader. We had a great game, game 1, as OIB Ortho got their first win of the season, 109-98 over Larson Ford. Second game here, the nightcap, RKE Athletic taking on ACI Robins Nest. Starters for RKE Athletic will be Kyle Cardacy starting at the guard spot, and it looks like they have 5, never mind. Shaq Scott down low, and doing the jump ball honors will be Elijah Hutchins-Everett, as Dave was talking about, the former Seton Hall guy. Nick Davidson also out there, as well as James Standback making his season debut for RKE Athletic. Here he goes on the first offense possession. Fall away turnaround, that's his go-to move, and he knocks it down for the first points of the game.
Yeah, Standback, a great shooter from about 15 feet and in. Definitely his game, like you talked about.
Dwayne Jones drives and kicks to his man Jared White, and he knocks down the 3 to respond. And ACI Robins Nest on the board now, 3-2 in the opening 30 seconds. Here's Standback controlling things in the half court the other way. Bounce pass over to Elijah Hutchins. Now Davidson, a step back 3, draws the foul. And it looked like he kind of stuck the leg out a little bit, but either way, they'll get Ibn Loyal in the foul as he was a little bit too overzealous on the contest.
Good job there by Nick Davidson. Obviously a little bit of contact, but a better job of selling the contact to let that official know that, yeah, I'm going to the line for 3 foul shots.
So Davidson will have 3 bites at the apple at the charity stripe. First one is off the back iron. The starters for ACI Robins Nest be Dwayne Jones and Jagan Mosley in the backcourt. Also out there, Jared White, who knocked down the 3-pointer. Also out there, Ibn Loyal, and of course, the daunting center, Jared Kimbrough. Second free throw for Davidson, around and in. He'll have 1 more. And a lot for RKE Athletic at their disposal, particularly in the backcourt tonight. You got Cardacy, and you got Doug Eddard off the bench. You got a guy like Standback making his season debut, so a lot of depth for RKE to open up this game.
And Standback, a guy who played for the Jersey Shore Breaks. Surprised he's not playing with County Line with the relationship that he has with all those players, considering that team is made up of a lot of Jersey Shore Breaks.
As ACI Robins Nest takes the lead back on a floater from Mosley. Here's Cardacy the other way on the ball. Gets a high screen from Shaq Scott. Nice pocket pass, but ball is tipped and goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kimbrough.
I want to note something a little funny. I saw that Eddie made an Instagram post on the JSBL Instagram account. I think it was either yesterday or 2 days ago, saying that Mike Amon and Shaq Scott have retired, but those are about as useful as Brett Favre saying he retired. And here again we see Shaq Scott, so
yeah,
that statement reigns true here in the JSBL.
Shaq Scott running it back. As here's Elijah Hutchins-Everett. Baby hook in the post, too strong, rebounded by Kimbrough.
And I know he didn't get that one to go, but one thing that I know about Elijah Hutchins-Everett, having experience watching him, being a Seton Hall fan, he is a very impressive offensive big man. Defense is where he struggles a little bit, but he can step out from beyond the arc and shoot it, and also has tremendous footwork down in the post.
As Ibn Loyal knocks down the layup through traffic on a second chance opportunity. 7-4 lead for ACI Robins Nest. Here's Cardacy off a screen from Hutchins-Everett. Cardacy falling away, contested 2-pointer, around the rim it won't go. Scott the offensive rebound, that one lips off, rebounded by Mosley. A long outlet pass up to Kimbrough, steps through, misses the floater, but he's right there for the putback, and the lead is 5 for ACI Robins Nest.
And a good job there by Kimbrough to follow his shot in order to get the putback. Good poke there from Jones.
Dwayne Jones picks the pocket of Cardacy, goes right to Mosley, and Jones is there for the transition finish. It's a 6-0 run for the defending league champions. Here's Standback, fall away mid-range jumper, that one won't go. Rebound tipped around over to Davidson, he misses that one short. Over to Loyal for the rebound, now here's Mosley. Doesn't have numbers, so he'll just step back and take a transition 3, and it's good. Early 10-point lead for ACI Robins Nest.
If you're Coach E and Coach Gallagher over there for RKE, I think you could use a timeout soon.
Double-digit lead, another turnover. A nice pass from Mosley to Loyal. Oh, he got rejected by the rim. Left it a little bit short, about the only thing that's gone wrong for ACI Robins Nest in this game. Cardacy working on Dwayne Jones. Fall away 2 is good, and Cardacy on the board.
And I'm curious which Kyle Cardesi we're going to see today. In the first game, we saw him hunting his shot a little bit, taking 33 shots in that first game. Second game, played much more of a facilitator role with a lot of talent around him today. Curious to see if he falls back more into that facilitator role today, or more as the off-ball shooter.
Here's stand back in the corner, guarded by White. He'll just rise up from three. Not much of a contest. He makes him take advantage of it. And 5 straight points now for RKE Athletic. They're looking to cut into that deficit early on, 3 minutes in. Here's Mosley, gets left alone off a pick and roll, knocks down the response.
Jagan Mosley is a former New Jersey Gatorade Basketball Player of the Year at St. Anthony's, played at Georgetown, and has had a very respectable overseas career. You cannot give him that much space.
Here's stand back the other way, misses the mid-range jumper, rebounded by Kimbrough. ACI Robbins Nest looking to run. High step in Dwayne Jones, whips a pass over to White in the corner. That three-pointer's good. ACI Robbins Nest putting on a show in the first quarter. That's White's second three of the night. It's back up to an 11-point lead. Cardesi, mid-air, pass to stand back, fly by, three-pointer in the corner, good, and they needed that one. And stand back had something to say about that corner three.
Stand back talking a lot with Loyal.
Here is Mosley the other way, fires a pass over to Jones, has a step, knocks down another three-pointer. And the entire ACI Robbins Nest bench had something to say to James Standback after that one. Here is Cardesi looking to respond once again. Drives through contact, can't get the layup to fall. Here's Kimbrough, full head of steam, 3-on-2 break. Leaves it for White through contact, fires a pass out to Loyal. His open three is up and down after the shooter's roll. ACI Robbins Nest having a lot of fun, and they're up by 14.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to lose many games when you don't miss shots.
We are less than halfway through the first quarter. ACI Robbins Nest is on pace to score 52 points, and they force another turnover in this first quarter. Here's Loyal, transition three, heat check, he's on fire! Oh my goodness! 29 points in 5.5 minutes for ACI Robbins Nest. They are red hot. Here's Cardesi the other way, fall away two-pointer. That one off back iron, rebound, goes over to Jones. Another chance here for the offense. Jones, lefty scoop, no. Put back slam, no from Mosley. Kimbrough is there for the offensive board. And Sean Gallagher has finally seen enough. He'll call a timeout. It is 31-12. ACI Robbins Nest has put on a show.
This ACI team might not be the most talented team in the league. It might not be the most athletic team in the league. They might not be the best shooting team in the league. But that is the team with two things: the most heart in the league, and they're the most connected in the league. This team plays so well together. They feed off each other's energy, and they all know each other's strengths and weaknesses and help each other put each other in good spots in order to succeed. It's just so fun to watch when this team is clicking on all cylinders.
They are certainly clicking on all cylinders right now. They're on pace for over 50 points in the first quarter. They're on pace for over 200 points in this game. I don't think we'll see that. But, you know, they're on pace for it right now. I mean, do we know what the record is for a single team's points in a JSBL game?
I believe it's close to 200.
They're on. ACI Robbins Nest is on pace for it right now. Of course, I doubt they'll get there. But, I mean, they have been on fire so far.
Who knows what the pace that they're on right now.
Oh, yeah.
That timeout was long overdue.
Yeah, for sure. So 2 subs here for RKE Athletic. Doug Eddert, the former St. Peter's standout, checks into the game for the first time, as does Bryce Green. Cardesi off a dribble handoff from Hutchins Everett, misses on a three. Green the rebound. One-legged fall away is good, and that stops the bleeding a little bit.
RKE's backcourt featuring 2 former Peacocks in Eddert and Cardesi. 2 guys that had tremendous college careers.
Here is Jones, high screen from Kimbrough. Drives, kicks, Loyal. He has been on fire to start this game. He is not cooling down. It's back up to a 20-point lead. Here's Standback looking to respond the other way. Whistles short. Kimbrough the rebound. He'll just hand off to Jones to start off in the half court. Kicks to Loyal. I mean, he might as well put it up another one. He'll do just that. Can he knock it down? Oh, he just couldn't get the roll. That would have maybe blown the roof off the building. Here's Green in transition. Nobody picked him up. Dishes out to Standback. Wanted a three, instead drives on Kimbrough and gets a nice scoop layup to fall through contact. It's down to an 18-point deficit with 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. So a bit of a slowdown in the action here as ACI Robbins Nest will get into the half court. Doug Eddert, tough defense on Dwayne Jones. Pocket pass looking for Kimbrough, and it was deflected off the leg of Hutchins Everett. And we'll get a host of substitutions. First for RKE Athletic, Alex Masung and Jakai Irby will check in. And for ACI Robbins Nest, it'll be their 3 bench players. It'll be Micah Kerr, Marquale Hardiman, and Tyreek Montgomery checking in as Kimbrough, White, and Loyal will take a seat. Mosley kicks to an open Micah Kerr. That one won't go as the shot clock is winding down. Here's Masung going the other way as he loses his footing, and his foot was on the line as he hit the ground. So that'll be a turnover for RKE, another substitution. Jamel Fields will check in for James Standback.
This should be an RKE team that should have some chemistry together. Like we talked about, 2 former Peacocks with Cardacci and Eddert. And then you also have 2 orange guys as well with Elijah Hutchins Everett and Alex Masung. So guys that have played together before, Alec.
As a jumper from Mosley won't go. He wanted a foul. Either way, it'll be RKE ball. Irby, the player of the game last week, as Masung drives through contact. Won't get his double clutch layup to fall, but we'll have 2 free throws. I believe they'll get, yes they will, they'll get Micah Kerr on the foul. And that is the 3rd team foul, first on Kerr. I mean, if you're RKE Athletic, how do you kind of respond and kind of regroup after getting absolutely blitzed out of the gate like ACI Robbins Nest did?
I mean, this is not a game that you can get back into in one possession. This is a game that you're going to have to claw back into possession by possession. Defense becomes more important with each ticking second. You got to be able to get stops. This is a team that's red hot right now. You got to be able to force them into some bad shots, which I think is what they're going to take because they're so hot right now. They might settle on some shots and be able to take advantage off those opportunities.
So Masung hits 2 free throws, cuts the lead to 16. Here's Dwayne Jones, tough defense by Eddert once again. Jones gets his pocket picked up by Montgomery, but the ball was out of bounds. And that's the start that you want if you're RKE, getting 2 free throws at the clock stopped and a turnover. Here comes Eddert, moving with pace the other way, getting into the half-court offense. He'll rise up from 3. He's a dead-eye shooter. That one might have gotten deflected. Officials will say no. Just an air ball on the 3, and it will go the other way. So Eddert will pick up Jones 94 feet. Inbound will go to Mosley instead without anybody on him. As he's working on Masung, got his pocket pick, 3-on-1 break for RKE. Green, the finger roll is good, and it's back to 14. And bit by bit, RKE is starting to muscle their way back into this game. Here's Mosley, entry pass to Hardiman down low, double team comes. Hardiman loses control of it, whips a pass out to Jones. That one too far out of the line, and it'll be another turnover by ACI Robbins Nest.
Hardiman with the choice of words for the official there.
Yeah, you can see his jersey start to move there a little bit. He was getting grabbed a little bit, but not enough for a whistle. Green's 3-pointer is short. Nearing a minute left to play in the opening quarter. Kerr, open 3 from the top of the key. That one won't fall. And the rebound by Masung. Moving with pace, crossing over, got his pocket picked by Kerr, but Kerr couldn't get his footing. Irby drives, kicks, wide open practice 3 for Green. Oh, and it goes around the rim and out. 50 seconds now on the clock, 34-20, ACI Robbins Nest leads. Here's Dwayne Jones. Entry pass to Hardiman on the block, another double team. Long pass up to Tyreek Montgomery. Driving on Eddert. Nice dish to Hardiman, and that's too easy.
Yeah, just a great drive and kick by Montgomery to Hardiman.
Here's Eddert working on Montgomery, loses his footing, but gets the ball back. Fires it down low, and that one tipped away by Kerr. And shot clock is off. ACI Robbins Nest can hold for 1 with the 16-point lead. Dwayne Jones will bring it back out and slow things down in the half court. 10 seconds now. Jones off the high screen. Hardiman, floater is blocked by Irby. Chance here with 5 seconds left. We'll get a foul. And And they'll get Montgomery on the reach. Not a bad foul to try to prevent the transition opportunity.
No, not at all. I mean, when you have one to give with just 4 seconds left, curious to see if maybe Coach Gallagher uses a timeout right now.
Actually, they're going to say it's ACI Robins Nest ball. Not really sure how that happened, but either way, here we go. Inbound to Hardiman. 3 seconds now. Over towards White. He'll rise up. No, he'll give it off, and no shot, and that's how the first quarter will come to an end. Well, ACI Robins Nest got out to a blistering white-hot start. RKE Athletic battled their way back into this game, and it's 36-20 after a quarter. What are both teams going to have to do to adjust after this first 10 minutes of play?
Well, I think it starts with getting a closeout on number 10 in white, Ibn Loyal. He has been absolutely on fire. Hit 3 shots that were pretty open, and then that 4th one that was an absolute heat check where he stepped back and hit it right in his face. He's been an absolute difference maker so far for the Nest. If you're RKE, you have talent, you have scorers, you have guys like Doug Etter, Kyle Cardacy, all capable guys of putting the ball in the hoop, as well as Elijah Hutchins-Everett. You have guys who can put the ball in the bucket, but you also have to get stops on the other end of the floor. It's going to be very key because this is an ACI team that plays very good defense. So they're not going to give up and allow them to just easily get back into this game. It's going to be tough to go on a run with how good of defense this ACI team plays.
So we'll take a quick break. Second quarter. Oh, no, we won't take a quick break because we're
I talk
back.
a lot.
That's all right. We love the analysis more than just the silence. So second quarter about to get underway, 36-20 lead for ACI Robins Nest. Again, they won their first championship in franchise history last year on the epic final second 4-point play by Dwayne Jones over Stearns Trailer. So ACI will start with the ball to open the second quarter. RKE applying a bit of pressure. Here's Tyreek Montgomery to bring the ball up. Dwayne Jones and Jagan Mosley will start the second quarter on the bench. High screens from Kerr and Kimbrough. Montgomery does his best Dwayne Jones impression, fires a pass out to Loyal at the top of the key, and a little too tall on that entry pass to Kimbrough. RKE moving quickly. Here's Bryce Green. Montgomery tried to poke it away. Fall away, mid-range is too strong. Loyal the rebound, and Loyal 4 of 6, 11 points, the game's leading scorer in that first quarter. Now off the roll, Kimbrough fights through contact and works an open layup.
And it's a great slip there from Kimbrough, a guy with such a good IQ in the pick and roll, whether it's to pop, slip, or set that screen and roll.
Jamel Fields knocks down a long 2 for his first points of the night. It's 38-22, a minute in to the second quarter. Tough defense by RKE. Fields comes away with the ball. Montgomery still fighting for it. And it goes over the direction of RKE. Wide open 3 for Eddard in the corner is no good, but Green is there for the rebound. Nobody boxed him out.
And it's a fundamental principle of basketball, Alec. Whoever you're guarding, you got to box out your man. No one found a body there on Bryce Green as he was able to get the easy layup.
Tough defense by RKE, but they will get a foul. We'll see who it's on as substitutions. Kyle Cardacy will check back in. And we also have a number 4 on RKE Athletic. We don't have his name down here on the sheets, unfortunately. I'll try to get that to you whenever available. Jones back in the game. High screen from Kimbrough. Double team comes. Laser pass down low, and the finger roll finish by Kimbrough. That pick and roll combination might be the most deadly in the league. So it's back to 16. We'll get a deep 3 here from our mystery number 4, and he knocks down the 3.
We talked about the evolution of Alex Liba's game. I think the only other player that you could maybe make an argument has gotten so much better over the years in this league is Dwayne Jones. Dwayne Jones was a guy played at Charleston, not Charleston or like College of Charleston, like in Charleston in West Virginia, smaller school, and has turned himself into a household name here in the JSBL. Was the hero last year on a championship team and has been the catalyst of this Nest offense.
Had a really good year, his first professional season in Britain, misses on a top of the key 3. Down to a 13-point game, RKE bit by bit fighting back into this game. Here's Jamel Fields Try to get a pass to Hutchins Everett. That one deflected and taken away. Here's Montgomery. Nifty dribble, moves into the lane. Kind of got caught in midair, but found Loyal on the low block. Has the advantage over Cardacy. Finds Kimbrough. Free throw line jumper. That one's too easy.
Great pass there from Loyal to recognize the soft spot where Kimbrough had a little bit of space, because Kimbrough, a capable shooter from the free throw line.
As Cardacy muscles his way into the lane and gets a chance for three on the layup through contact.
Kyle Cardacy, as we've seen, hasn't been too aggressive tonight. They're going to have a chance to get back into this. Going to need him to be a little bit more aggressive. Good take there from him. And Stanback's the guy that's provided their offense so far. Going to need him to continue to ride that hot hand.
So 42-30 after the three-point play by Cardacy. 7.5 to play in the second quarter of our nightcap. Here's Jones the other way. High screen from Kimbrough, slips off it, fires a pass to Loyal. He is red hot, wide open in the corner. That one off to the right side. Cardacy looking to run. Leaves it off for Fields. Nice layup and off a dish from Cardacy. And it's down to a 10-point lead. So RKE fighting their way back into this game. Jones to Kimbrough, a long three-pointer, it's got it. Kimbrough not known for his three-point shooting ability, but he can stretch the floor occasionally if needed, and he knocks down a big three-pointer. And a turnover the other way. Nice job by Kimbrough getting back on defense as well as Loyal. Here comes Jared White the other way, lobs it for Kimbrough, and he slams it down. And just like that, back to 15.
Unluckily for Elijah Hutchins Everett here in his JSBL debut, he's facing one of the league's most accomplished big men, and that's Jared Kimbrough, just so tough.
He'll just do it himself. Can't get the three-pointer to fall. Short off the front iron. Cardacy will go the other way, so trading three-point misses for these two teams. Off a screen, here's a three-pointer. That one just off the rim, bounced about 4 times. Kimbrough the rebound. Here comes Jagan Mosley the other way for RKE. Through contact, a little bit of a defensive miscommunication, and a wide open layup. The lead is back to 17. Mosley off to a strong start in this game. Cardacy the other way. Double team comes off the screen, and the pass was looking down low to a cutting teammate, but a little too far on that one. And we'll get a whistle here, and Sean Gallagher wants to talk some things over.
Yeah, good double team there from the Nest to be able to fluster Cardacy a little bit. The spacing wasn't great there from RKE, and as a result, an erring pass that resulted in an RKE turnover. Just an absolutely dominant performance so far from this ACI team looking to defend their title.
So 5:43 to play in the second quarter. ACI Robins Nest 49-32 lead. We'll take a quick break on the other side. Final 6 and change of the first half coming up on the JSBL Network. We're back here after the RKE athletic timeout. It'll be ACI Robins Nest ball with a 17-point lead with 5.5 minutes to play in the first half. Jones finds Mosley off a flare screen. That three-pointer is cash. Looking like Sam Fagan there in the number 1 jersey, knocking down the three off the screen from Kimbrough. It's back to 20.
I'm always here for the Sam Fagan respect. I like it.
Me too. Here's Hutchins Everett in the post, working on Kimbrough. Nice pass down low to Fields on the backdoor cut, and the layup is good.
And that was a characteristic that was very underrated about Elijah Hutchins Everett's game while he was a Pirate, was his playmaking ability in the low post.
Here's Mosley. Gets off a screen from Kimbrough. He'll step back, take another three. That one just misses short. Here comes RKE Athletic, down by 18, halfway through the second quarter. Hutchins Everett, he'll just rise up from the mid-range. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound goes to Jones. Numbers now for RKE. Nice pass to Mosley. Euro through the lane, gets contact, and he'll go to the foul line.
And they'll get Morgan on that one.
Yeah, Lamar Morgan, the former Coppin State standout.
He switched his number on us. That's why.
He did that. He was our mystery number 4.
He thought he was slick.
So Mosley will head to the line. He had 8 points and 2 rebounds in that first quarter. Misses the first. Also knocked down a 3 on that last possession. Or 2 possessions ago, I should say. He'll have 1 more. 4:37 to play in the second quarter. 52-34 lead for ACI Robins Nest. A little bit of jockeying for positioning at the free throw line. Second free throw for Mosley is up, and that one rolls around and it won't go, so an 0 for 2 trip for Jagan Mosley at the charity stripe. Cardacy will go the other way. Gets around a high screen from Hutchins Everett and got a little bit too much movement and contact there. He'll get called for the illegal screen.
And a good call there by the official. Definitely thought he was moving, and that's a call that you don't see a lot in today's NBA anymore. To be fair, you don't see a lot of calls anymore in today's NBA,
Yeah,
but
you could say
the
that.
illegal screen in particular.
Here comes ACI Robins Nest the other way. Dwayne Jones probes, now kicks out around the horn. Loyal off the dribble, through contact, too strong. Kimbrough's right there for the follow. And once again, Jared Kimbrough's inevitable. Back up to 20.
No excuse there for RKE to give up the second chance opportunity to Kimbrough. 2 bigs on the floor in Davidson and Hutchins Everett, both of whom are capable rebounders. Got to get a body on the big.
That was a nice pass from Cardacy over the head to James Standback. He knocks down the 3. Kimbrough fall away. Oh, couldn't get that one to fall. We'll get a whistle and a foul on the rebound. They'll get Ibn Loyal. I saw the official's motion at first. I thought he was going to point it, staying here, but they'll get Loyal on the foul.
I thought he got a shooting foul there
Yeah.
at first. I was like, there was no one near him.
Nick Davidson checks back into the game, as does Shaq Scott and James Standback. Here's Cardacy trying to cut into the lead. It's 17.
Real big lineup here for RKE.
Yeah, with Scott, Hutchins, Everett, and Davidson in the game. Cardacy, elbow jumper, won't go. Davidson there for the rebound. Hutchins, Everett, open layup is good, and a little bit of lackadaisical defense and rebounding there from ACI Robins Nest. Lead now 15.
And not only is it 3 bigs on the court for RKE, Alec, it's 3 bigs who are all willing and capable passers on the court, which is a huge advantage to have. Just got to be able to get it done on the defensive end,
Jones, a floater through contact, falls. And that's a much-needed bucket for ACI Robins Nest. Here comes RKE Cardacy with some pace, gets around a screen. Now needs some help, finds Davidson, top of the key. Entry pass to Hutchins Everett. Looking for a man, finds Shaq Scott. Good ball movement here on this possession. Ball finds Cardacy in the corner, guarded by Jones, 5 on the shot clock. Desperation 3 is too strong. Mosley the rebound. Moving with pace. Down low, finds this man, White, now kicks out to Jones. His 3-pointer won't go, and White probably should have turned on and gone for the rebound, but when you have a 17-point lead, it's all right. Standback's 3 is too strong. Scott, another offensive rebound. Try to get it to Hutchins Everett. Bounces right back to Scott. White deflects the ball off of Scott, and he'll just chuck it out of bounds.
Good hustle there from White.
Substitutions for ACI Robins Nest will be Markwell Hardiman and Micah Kerr back into the game.
And again, this is a situation where there's more D2, D3 players for the winning team than there are on the losing team. So yet again, we're seeing that you don't have to be a D1 player to necessarily compete in this league. There is talent all over the Jersey Shore and in New Jersey.
As Davidson 3 is off to the right side, Montgomery also checking in, gets the rebound. Here's Dwayne Jones working on Shaq Scott, screen from Hardiman. He'll kick back out to Montgomery to reset. Thought about a long 3. Nice pass down low to Hardiman. He fires back out to Kerr. Kerr with the shot clock at 6, kicks back out to Hardiman. Got to do something here on offense. Shot clock winding down. Now at 2, desperation fall away is an air ball, and that'll be a shot clock violation And it didn't seem like ACI Robbins Nest, I should say, was able to get into a rhythm on that possession.
Yeah, just not a lot of movement off the ball. Ball stuck a little bit. But credit to RKE. They played great defense.
Still a 17-point lead. Here's Shaq Scott off a pass from Masung, and they'll get a foul on Micah Kerr before the shot, as Kerr was kind of climbing over him. First foul in the last 2 minutes on on ACI Robbins Nest, I should say. 1:34 to play in the first half. 56-39, ACI Robbins Nest ahead. It'll be a sideline inbound for Davidson. Finds Cardacy. Long step back three for Cardacy. That one not even close.
Also
Mosley,
double clutched as well.
Hesitated on that one. Mosley hauls in the rebound. Now half-court offense for ACI Robbins Nest. Jones gets a man in the air, probes, drives. Lefty layup is good, and even when he's driving on the right side, Dwayne Jones will get to that lefty layup. The lead is 19.
Yeah, Dwayne Jones, one of the more lethal finishers around the rim in this entire league.
Here is Davidson in the post, gets the spinning layup to fall and a foul. They'll get, I believe, Marquale Hardiman. That'll put RKE Athletic in the bonus.
Good move there from the big fella. Old-fashioned basketball right there with the drop step.
So Davidson will have one. It'll be Doug Eddert coming in for RKE. Maybe not yet, I guess. Nope, he's coming in now. He'll give Cardacy a bit of a rest here. 1 minute exactly to play in the first half. 58-41. RKE's played well in stretches, but just has not been able to generate that big run to really put a big dent in the lead. As Davidson's end one free throw is good. It's back to a 16-point game. It'll be Dwayne Jones to bring the ball up. Guarded by Standback. Gets a high screen from Hardiman. Putting on the dribble moves, fires a pass, a laser over to Kerr. 3-pointers off the glass, and the bank is open late at night here at Manasquan. Back up to 19 with 40 seconds left in the half. Here comes Standback, driving into the lane through contact. That one won't go. Hardiman had the rebound, tipped away, taken in by Montgomery, and they'll get Davidson on a foul, trying to reach in.
Nick Davidson does that all the time, and I love it. He always raises his hand after he commits a foul.
Yeah,
it's old-fashioned. I like it.
Not much of a contest there on the foul call. 31.7 seconds on the clock. ACI will have to hurry if they want to go 2 for 1, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. Jones, step back three. Oh, it was in and out. Masung with the rebound. He'll slow it down. 1 second between shot clock and game clock. Here's Eddert off the kick out. He'll give it to Standback to reset the offense. On a roll, here's Scott. Through contact, can't get it to fall. The putback is good for Nick Davidson. 10 seconds now on the clock. Here's Mosley. 17-point game. 5 seconds now. Mosley in traffic. Masung takes it away. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Montgomery heave at the horn. Oh, he missed it off the right side. But a tremendous first half for ACI Robbins Nest. They lead 61-44. And Dave, what is RKE Athletic going to have to do in this third quarter to try to put a dent into the lead and try to get back in this game?
I mean, it was a better second quarter for RKE than it was in the first. I mean, they were down 16 in that first quarter. Now going into the half, only down 17. So kept it competitive in that second quarter. It's all going to come down to getting stops. This is an ACI team similar to the Ortho team that likes to move the ball. They're not going to play a lot of isolation ball. They like to move the ball, move without the ball as well. So you're going to have to do a good job communicating on your rotations and make sure you value the ball on offense. I can't reiterate that enough. Every single possession is going to be valuable here when you're down 17 points.
So a 17-point lead for ACI Robbins Nest at the half. We'll be back in a few minutes with the second half of our nightcap doubleheader here on the JSBL Network. We welcome you back to Manasquan High School for the second half of the nightcap to our Tuesday night doubleheader, the first night of the second week of action. ACI Robins Nest holding a 61-44 lead over RKE Athletic. Alucrat Himmel, Dave Smith here to bring you through the action. Starters back on the floor for both teams. Here's Dwayne Jones for ACI Robins Nest, 11 points, 4 assists in that first half. Drives and kicks out to Ibn Loyal. He also had 11 points in that half as he drives through contact and will get a foul on Elijah Hutchins Everett on the first possession of the third quarter. Well, our start of the game for ACI Robins Nest with a 17-point lead might be their offensive consistency. Mosley has 15 to lead the way, and then Loyal, Jones, and Jared Kimbrough all have 11 apiece. 3 guys have at least 4 rebounds. Jones has 4 assists. It's been an all-around effort.
And shooting 57% from the floor as well.
Yeah, 14 of 24.
And 55% from 3.
Exactly, 11 of 20 is Loyal's first free throw is too strong off back iron, and that was a red-hot first quarter that they were on as well.
Loyal really cooled off after those first 4 made shots, has not scored since.
As he knocks down the free throw to split a pair at the line, the lead is now 18. Here is Kyle Cardacy the other way. He had 5 points and 4 rebounds in that first half. Kicks over to Shaq Scott, driving on Loyal. High floater through the lane is no good. Loyal hauls in the rebound, moving quickly. Now Jared White kicks over to Kimbrough as he draws a foul, and that'll be the second on Hutchins Everett in just 40 seconds of play in this third quarter. He only had 1 in that first half, so only 3, so not in too much danger of being in foul trouble, but obviously not what you want for one of your starting guys on the front court. 2 fouls in 40 seconds of play in the third quarter. Kimbrough's first free throw leaves it short off the front iron. 11 points and 6 rebounds for the star center. He was our player of the game last time out for ACI Robins Nest as they look to defend their league title. Here's the second one is up. And that one also short. So 1 of 4 start for the charity stripe in the third quarter for ACI Robins Nest. Still up by 18. Here comes Cardacy, gets a step and knocks down the open layup. Gets past Dwayne Jones there. Here is Jones the other way. Has Hutchins Everett on him. Drives, steps back, fall away mid-range jumper. That one too strong. Rebound tapped up in the air. Scott comes away with it.
You know what I realized, Alec? When you're over here on the headset, you can't hear Dan Singleton's antics as much on the sideline for RKE.
It was one thing that I really enjoyed when I was filling in PA. Transition opportunity in the corner. Jared White, a 3-pointer. He's got it. Jared White knocked down a couple in the first half. He's now on the board in the third, and it's back up to a 19-point lead.
It is so fun watching that Neptune squad represent. Seeing all the kids here to support all their friends. That's what it's all about.
Hutchins Everett, the post hook is good off the offensive rebound. He's back down to 17. Here comes Dwayne Jones, bringing the ball up for ACI Robins Nest, the standout point guard. Working past Cardacy, he'll change course and kick to Kimbrough, working a dribble handoff. Slipping off a screen, nice cross-court pass to a wide-open Ibn Loyal. His 3-pointer, that one's short, but it ricochets off the basket, off the hand of Shaq Scott. So a new possession here for ACI Robins Nest. Jamel Fields will check into the game for RKE Athletic. He replaces Shaq Scott.
Yeah, ACI was on track, or at least pretty close to be tying or breaking that JSBL scoring record after what they did for the first half of the first quarter, and have really slowed down since. So RKE with an opportunity to get back into this game.
As the pocket pick from Cardacy, Jones, the recipient of the 2. Back up to a 19-point lead. Yeah, they were on pace for 200 points through 5 minutes of play in this game. Obviously, that pace did not continue, but still a really good offensive game. Grand scheme. Here's Standback on the wing, kicks over to Davidson. Driving in on White as Kimbrough pins it against the glass. Came over to help and blocked that shot away. Jones right back to Kimbrough. Oh, my goodness. Jared Kimbrough with no regard for human life.
Oh, my God. Not even just the play, the sequence.
And he gets the steal. Another fast break. Here's White. One-on-one, gets the layup to fall, and ACI Robins Nest, when they are rolling, there is nobody quite like them, and Ibn Loyal has something to say to the basketball after that one.
All right, I don't know if I can technically say this on air, like as a broadcaster, but like it's hard not to be a fan of ACI. Just the energy that they possess, the fans, how crazy they go, how well they play together. It's just so fun to watch, and you can see why they're the defending champions. Playing together and playing as a unit in this league will get you very far. Way over talent any day of the week if they're not playing together.
71-48. They have opened this game right back up with 6:48 to play in the third quarter. And it just feels like an avalanche when they get going with Kimbrough making plays on defense, Jones running the floor. When you got guys like Loyal also hitting shots, it's just kind of it just feels like there's nothing you can do. So it's back to a 23-point lead. And RKE just feels like they got an uppercut with that sequence. They got it down to 16 or 17, and then all of a sudden it's right back to 23. So after the RKE timeout, they'll take over possession. Cardacy gets doubled, kicks over to Jamel Fields. Now Davidson off the dribble, drives in on Kimbrough, and he sends it away again. Numbers for ACI Robins Nest. Mosley, step back three. No, he missed it long. That one a bit of a heat check as he gets helped up by the crowd. Here's Standback the other way with Numbers. Gets right under the basket. Can't get the reverse to fall. Kicks to Fields on the offensive rebound. Fields in the short corner to Davidson. Works through contact, gets the whistle. And Dwayne Jones not too happy with that one.
Yeah, I can understand Dwayne Jones's frustration there. Nick Davidson definitely lowered the shoulder into him and kind of just chucked it up. I think Dwayne Jones is kind of saying to the official there, I mean, what else am I supposed to do? He tried to get out of the way. Davidson initiated the contact, but I mean, sometimes that's just a tough call you have to make as an official because it is contact at the end of the day, even if he did initiate it.
First free throw for Davidson won't fall. The lead is still 23. Here's the second one up. Around the rim and it falls, so Davidson splits a pair. Back to 22. 71-49 with 6 minutes to play. Here is Jones.
Is the NBA close to the trade deadline? There's been like 4 trades since we've started this broadcast.
Mosley, another step back three, won't fall. That one will just go out of bounds. And I guess when you're in free agency, it's like the initial wave, I feel like, well, except for LeBron James, of course, is kind of over. As Jamel Fields directing traffic offensively. Still some of the minor moves.
Do you think he ends up in Cleveland?
I think Golden State.
Wow, man, that would be stupid, that team.
As Cardacy ditches to Hutchins Everett, but Kimbrough forced the ball out and off of him. Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to make it happen somehow. It's going to be like the
I don't know if
Expendables.
but I don't even know if they win is the crazy part because the West is so good.
And that team doesn't have a lot of depth either. That's the thing.
Yeah, not a lot at all.
Here is Jones, drives into the lane, falls away, and that one is good in the middle of the floor. And as much as we say about Dwayne Jones' ability to get to the rim and rise up, he can also change course and fall away in the mid-range.
No, Dwayne Jones' game is very crafty. He can finish at the rim going up strong, but he also has a very good floater and a very good jumper from about 15 feet and in.
As Standback gets locked up, Mosley pokes it away. Here's Jones in transition, leaves for White. Oh, mid-air layup is good.
And
what a dish and what a finish by Jared White. And they get a steal. Mosley gets the layup. It's another avalanche.
We talked about how well Ortho played together. This ACI Robins Nest team looks like they've been playing together for years. I am so excited to watch those two teams play against each other.
Cardacy throws it away. Here's Loyal in transition. He'll bring it out with the defense, but he's left wide open at the corner. Wipes off the shorts. Another 3-0, and he missed it way long. Kind of sold the clip there, Ibn. Either way, Cardacy, 3-on-1 break, open three. That one is no good. Davidson tried to save it. It goes out of bounds, and nothing going right for RKE Athletic. It's 28 points now, the lead. And we head to the media timeout, 4:20 to play in the third quarter, 77-49. ACI Robins Nest a commanding lead when we come back the final 4.5 minutes of the third quarter on the JSBL Network. We're back here after the media timeout, a commanding 28-point lead for ACI Robins Nest. And as a ball deflected out of bounds, good defense by Jamel Fields, tipping that ball off the leg of Jared White, giving RKE the ball back. And again, I mean, it just feels like right now it is a 12-1 run for ACI Robins Nest. It just feels like you can't do anything against them. Here's Fields, drives, kicks, catch and shoot tree for Jakai Irby. That one won't go. Marquel Hardiman checking into the game during the timeout, gets the rebound.
You've mentioned how hard it is to get back in it against RKE, and that's because of the fact that they're playing with so much confidence and swagger right now. When a team plays as confident as ACI is playing right now, it makes them so difficult to beat.
Bryce Green off the miss from Dwayne Jones at the top of the key. Green working on Tyreek Montgomery, who also checked into the game. Tough floater in the lane is good. So cutting into the lead a little bit, it's down to 26. Montgomery will bring the ball up the other way. And he picked up his pivot foot, shifted it just a little bit as he got caught midair. And that'll be another turnover. So again, bit by bit, RKE Athletic has shown an ability to kind of cut into the lead a little bit, make it a little bit more interesting, but they haven't gone on that big run yet to really make it a game again. As here is Irby, needs some help, kicks over to Fields. At the top of the key, isolating on Green. Bryce Green in the corner. That one's good. Nice job by Bryce Green. Knocked down a couple shots here in this third quarter. And the lead is 23. Here is Jones, top of the key. Working on Jakai Irby. 10 on the shot clock now. Fools him. Oh my goodness, goes for the double clutch. That one won't fall. Rebound tipped into the hands of Irby. Here comes Lamar Morgan the other way for RKE. And a pass to Fields. He just barely hauls it in. Drives, dishes for Irby. Floater's good. And again, a few good offensive possessions in a row for RKE. Down to 21. They've gotten some stops along the way too. High screen from Kerr. Montgomery creates some space. And that three way off. Here is Fields in transition. Doesn't have numbers. He'll take it anyways. Drives, kicks, Morgan. Spot up three-pointer. That one in and out. Rebound tapped out to Dwayne Jones. Goes over the head of Morgan. 2-on-2 break. Breaking down his man. Floater is short. Fields tracks down the rebound. Feels like ACI is a little bit too sped up offensively. Here's Hutchins Everett in the lane through contact. Can't get that one to fall, but he will go to the foul line for two.
There were two ACI Robins Nest defenders with their hand on that ball. Elijah Hutchins Everett able to use his strength to be able to fight through the contact and draw the foul.
So Hutchins Everett in that first half, he had 2 points and a rebound. As his first free throw is too strong off back iron. Still a 21-point lead, 1:59 on the clock in this third quarter.
Still think he's getting accustomed to the style of this league. Much faster pace than a lot of the other leagues that you see out here. So
yeah, it takes a game or two to really get used to.
It does.
So he splits a pair, the lead down to 20. Jones, a high screen from Hardiman. Working in the half court. Now dumped down low to Marquel Hardiman. He'll just rise up from the mid-range, knocks it down.
Good shot there from Hardiman, a guy known for his low post presence, but if you're able to knock down that 15-footer facing the basket, that's huge as a big man.
Same matchup. Nice pass down low from Hutchins Everett, but good defense, and the layup no good from Fields. Jones working through a sea of orange. It doesn't matter.
Sea of orange. I like that. I'm going to have to use that.
Thank you. The lead is now 24.
John Fanta used something similar in Seton Hall Rutgers, if I remember correctly.
And we got a contested whistle. They'll say, the officials will say jump ball. Well, that makes even more sense. Sea of orange, Fanta. I mean, it's a triple entendre.
No, he was like in a sea of red, blue rises. It was like after Seton Hall beat Rutgers.
So it'll be a jump ball at midcourt.
Dwayne Jones looking for us to review it.
Yeah, sorry, Dwayne, we do not have those capabilities yet. Maybe in the future. I can't promise. It'll be Green and Morgan to jump. RKE wins it. As here comes Jakai Irby, driving into the lane, gives to Davidson. He goes up for the layup, and he is fouled by Micah Kerr.
You know, next time we'll call up the Gene Sterator, and we'll get a call from him.
Yeah, I'm sure Greg knows a guy. Greg always knows a guy.
Very, very true.
So it'll be Nick Davidson at the stripe for 2. 24-point lead with 1:04 to play in the third quarter. Davidson in the first half, 7 points, 4 rebounds. Knocks down the first.
When are we going to see the Deuce Singleton minutes?
It's a good question.
It's garbage time.
Yeah, I mean,
he deserves a shot, man. I mean, he is legit the human lightning bolt.
He never stops moving, and he never stops talking either, which I always appreciate.
Gary got a little smile out of that. I saw that.
So one more for Davidson. 81-58 with 1:04 to play. And that foul did put RKE Athletic in the bonus, so they will be shooting free throws the rest of the way, in the third at least, as 2 free throws good for Nick Davidson. Down to 22, here's Tyreek Montgomery. Guarded by Fields, loses control of it, gets it back. Tough defense by Fields, and they'll get a reach-in foul. Almost went back court, but it looked like he just kept the ball in the front court. And not sure why there's free throws, as that's only the first in the last 2 minutes, and they'll correct it and it'll be a side out instead.
Tyreek Montgomery was a little delayed to the reaction. He was hoping he was going to be shooting.
So ACI Robbins Nest will call a timeout. 52 seconds left in this third quarter. And 22-point lead, but how does ACI Robbins Nest close this quarter well and kind of put this game ideally for them out of reach?
I mean, I think you use as much clock as you can. I mean, if you can go into this up by 20 or more, you're golden. I mean, you're up 22 right now. Get a good shot on your next possession. Whatever you draw up, whether it's a pick and roll with Jones or like an off-screen shot with Mosley, get a good shot and then defend at the highest level like you have been all game. To give up 59 points with 52 seconds left in the third quarter in this league is so impressive.
Exactly. It'll be 14 on the shot clock, so at the very least it'll be another chance for RKE after this possession. As the buzzer sounds and we'll break the timeout, it'll be ACI Robbins Nest ball. They'll be inbounding from in front of their own bench. And again, no Joe Fagan, no Jimmy McDonald.
No Sam Fagan.
Yeah, no Sam Fagan, so definitely some losses from last year. But
Sean Grennan as well, another long-time ACI guy.
I mean,
or played for Seaview for a little bit as well.
Yeah, but this team has not missed a beat. So it'll be Montgomery to inbound. He finds Hardiman. Jones and Kimbrough get a rest for the last minute and change. As Loyal left wide open, puts up a 3. That one way short. And the rebound by Bryce Green. 41 seconds now on the clock. Here's Jakai Irby. Kicks out to Davidson around the horn. Green, a corner triple. That one's down, and it's down to a 19-point deficit. 30 seconds now on the clock. ACI Robbins Nest will choose not to go for the 2-for-1. Mosley drives, 7-second difference between shot and game clock. That one around the rim, it won't fall, and a rebound for Jakai Irby. Shot clock off, and RKE can hold for 1. Instead, Lamar Morgan will rise from 3. That one won't go. Green the rebound, throws it away to Montgomery. Now a transition opportunity for Hardiman, gets the two-hand flush. 5 seconds left now for RKE. They got one last chance. Here is Morgan with one. Long three-pointers up and off the back iron. After 3 quarters, 83-62. ACI Robins Nest leads. We got 10 minutes left on the clock. We'll bring you them after this break here on the JSBL Network. We're back here for the 4th quarter of action. 83-62, ACI Robins Nest leads over RKE Athletic. They'll start with the ball. Jamel Fields, layup through traffic, won't go. And again, a 25-point lead means a running clock, so ACI Robins Nest trying to close out this game. Long pass from Kimbrough to Montgomery, drives the lane, reverse layup is good. That was a sweet move by Tyreek Montgomery. And that's his first points of the night.
ACI just doing a better job of utilizing ball fakes, pass fakes, just clean, crisp, fundamental things, little things that win you basketball games.
As Bryce Green with the weight room basket over Montgomery, stays at 21-point game. He'll try the long triple. That one short off the front iron. Irby the rebound. He'll bring it up. Again, a 21-point lead in the opening minute. Davidson, pass down low to Fields, got the basket to go. It's back to within 19. Mosley will bring the ball up with Dwayne Jones on the bench right now for ACI Robins Nest. First down the lane, goes with the Rondo fake, but he got fouled by
You
Lamar
know that
Morgan.
as the Rondo? I was going to say that's the J-Will right there, the fake behind the back.
Well, yeah, I mean, I grew
They
up
both
with
did. I remember the
Yeah.
play where Rondo did it. That's like an infamous one, but that's
yeah.
that was J-Will's like signature.
I don't know why. I always grew up with it being the Rondo, as Morgan was limping
Rondo's a little bit more our time. I think that's
Well,
why.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Rondo's like one that he did where he literally like
Oh, yeah,
completely.
The ability to hold on to that ball when you do that, too, is impressive. As Morgan will come out, it looked like came up limping a little bit.
He's one of the more underrated floor generals in NBA's history. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
he had a very good supporting cast around him, but just such a great floor general.
First free throw is good for Mosley. And second one also rolls in, so it's back to 21. As Cardacy will check back into the game. Played 6 minutes in that third quarter. Irby kicks over to, Fields to Cardacy. Cardacy looking for some room to run. Kicks back over to Fields, directing traffic offensively. Here's Irby in the lane. Kicks out to Davidson. Pump fakes a three. Driving in, Euro step through contact. Nice touch as he gets that one to fall.
And like I just talked about, ball fakes, utilizing ball fakes, passing the ball, moving it quick, not letting it stick. Good job there by Davidson to get past his man and lay it in for two.
As Hardiman gets stripped, gets it back. 10 on the shot clock. Mosley open corner three. Bucket.
Mosley's been known in his career to be a good three-point shooter. Can't give a guy like that much space.
Here's Cardacy driving to the lane. Scoop layup is good, and Cardacy starting to heat up a little bit here in this fourth quarter. Back down to a 20-point game.
Yeah, Cardacy, like a microwave, if you will, can heat up at any time.
And kind of interesting for RKE, we haven't seen Doug Eddard at all in the second half of play. Has played just 6.5 minutes in this game, only 3 since the end of the first quarter. Here's Bryce Green in transition, three-pointer, can't get the bounce. Rebound to Kimbrough. Here he goes the other way, he'll bring it up himself. Working on Davidson, tried to go with the up and under, but he got fouled. That would have been yet another highlight reel for Jared Kimbrough in this game.
This game, I feel like it's every game with him.
Oh, yeah.
We're seeing something special.
So Jones and Jared White will check back in after this free throw from Kimbrough. 90-70 lead with 7:27 to play in the fourth quarter. Again, if the lead gets to 25, the clock will run. But as long as it's within 25, it will stop normally. They'll get Davidson on the foul. Kimbrough through 3 quarters, 13 points, 9 rebounds, 2 blocks, misses the first, and looks a little frustrated with himself on that one. Montgomery and Hardiman will check out. And Kimbrough 0 of 3 from the charity stripes, so certainly trying to get that figure up. But he's been magnificent pretty much everywhere else on the floor tonight. And that second one too strong. Rebound tipped by Fields. Tried to save it before going out of bounds, and he successfully does. Here is Fields running the floor, driving in, and just misses the layup. Davidson, the offensive rebound, gets it to go through contact. Lead is down to 18 with 7 minutes to play in the fourth quarter.
Showing a little bit of life here.
Here is Mosley. Double team comes, kicks over to Loyal. Off the dribble, drives in. Righty layup, smoked it. Good defense there from Standback. Here's Cardacy in transition. Driving into the lane, kicks to Hutchins Everett. Layup is no good, but Mosley given the foul, and once again, bit by bit, RKE Athletic fighting their way back into this game.
Good job there by Jagan Mosley to foul Hutchins Everett hard to ensure that he didn't get the and one. Got to earn every single point, especially when they're down, because free throws, as we know, can play a huge role.
First one rattles in and out, just like you said. He's got 5 points, 4 rebounds on the night. He'll have one more, trying to cut the lead to 17.
Shot over 80% at Seton Hall from the line.
He's got a good form, and he's got good touch as he gets that one to fall.
You don't see many big men do that.
Absolutely not. Jones will bring the ball up, slowing things down a little bit in the half court. Off the pick and roll from Kimbrough, he'll retreat. Guarded by Hutchins Everett, got the matchup he wanted, kicks to Mosley. Now was looking for Loyal, but good defense by Cardacy to poke it away. Still ACI ball, 10 on the shot clock, 6:34 on the game clock. It'll be Mosley to inbound from the side. Jones and Kimbrough go for the high pick and roll once again. Gets the switch he's looking for. Fires over to Mosley. Deep three-pointer. That one short off the front iron. Davidson, the rebound, was looking for Cardacy. He fell over but got back up and has the ball. Here's Cardacy off the dribble. Creates some space. Fall away two is short. Kimbrough hauls in the rebound, and he's got a double-double. Here comes White in transition. Goes up for the layup, and he got fouled on the way up. So Jared White, 10 points in his first game of the season for ACI Robbins Nest, will head to the foul line. 90-73 with 6 minutes to play. And ACI Robbins Nest just trying to close out another victory.
Jared White, another guy who has impressed me for this ACI Robbins Nest team. A guy that when you look on the roster, you're probably like, all right, yeah, this guy's not going to be the biggest difference maker. Went to Felician, but does all the right things. Is a good shooter, spreads the floor well, defends well, and is a very capable passer as well.
Knocks down the first. Again, yeah, Felician University, originally from North Plainfield, went to Eastside High School in Newark as he splits the pair. Started all 32 games, played 28 minutes a game for Felician last year. Here's Hutchins Everett off the roll. Finger roll finish is good. Back to a 16-point lead. And once again, RKE not going away just yet. Here's Jones in the lane. Drives, kicks. White around the horn to Loyal. As he gets his pocket picked, here's Cardacy. And it looked like he got away with a carry. Here's Fields. A layup in transition is good. And it's down to 14. And we got a whistle for nothing, I guess.
Delay game, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's Jones, ACI's offense, slowing down a little bit. Jones with a floater, that one won't go, but Kimbrough somehow gets the tip in.
That's ridiculous. I mean, that's such a tough finish.
Especially through contact and on a box out. Here's Cardacy, high screen from Hutchins Everett. Jones gets around it. Double team comes to Cardacy, leaves it off for Davidson. Now Fields, 10 on the shot clock, long cross-court pass to Cardacy, leaves it under the basket for Hutchins Everett. Baby hook is up, that one around the rim, it won't fall. White the rebound, and Jones will reset on offense, under 5 minutes to play. Long pass down low to Mosley, stand back, tipped it away, and another turnover for the RKE defense. Cardacy leaves it for stand back, kicks to Fields, open three-pointer from the wing, that one won't fall. Loyal hauls in the rebound, and ACI will slow it down.
Just a case of shots falling for one team and not the other. I mean, RKE's gotten some pretty good looks. It's just that they haven't really been able to convert. But it looks like Jamel Fields might have injured himself.
They're still keeping play going. We get a whistle and a foul on ACI. I didn't see a whole lot of contact on that one. We'll see who it's on. And not too many pleased fans with that foul call, but it looks like Fields still looks like he's holding his lower back. And I believe this is the media timeout. Yes, it is. So we'll take a quick break, one final break. 16-point lead for ACI Robbins. That's 4 minutes to play here on the JSBL Network. So after the media timeout, 4:19 on the clock, ACI Robbins Nest with a 16-point lead, 93-77. RKE Athletic starting to cut into it, though. Here's Hutchins Everett. Nice spin move on Kimbrough, and he gets the layup to fall.
And there's that footwork that I was talking about that he has in his bag. Elijah Hutchins Everett, what came in high school and into college, was a highly touted post prospect out of Orange, New Jersey.
Here's Mosley working on Cardacy. Floater in the lane, gets the roll. And it looks like Fields is getting worked on at the medical table, so hope everything's all right for him. He had to come out of the game. It's back to a 16-point lead, 95-79. Here is Masung in the lane, won't go. Davidson the offensive rebound on the baseline. Finds Hutchins Everett, gets his man in the air, through contact, finishes in the foul.
That's great IQ there from Elijah Hutchins Everett, not just to go up and around for the layup once he got his defender in the air, but to draw the contact as well, because that's such an easy call for an official. Once you get your defender in the air, we've seen it in the NBA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is probably the best example. Just get it up there, and you're most likely going to get a call, and he was able to fight through the contact and finish through it as well.
Can't get the free throw to fall. Third foul on Kimbrough as he hauls in the rebound. Under 3.5 to play. Still a 14-point lead, so still sizable for ACI Robbins Nest, but not nearly where it was at 28 earlier in the third quarter. Loyal working downhill, drives, kicks Jones. Three, they need it. Couldn't get it off the back iron. Stand back the rebound. 3 minutes to play now. Time running out for RKE Athletic. Stand back, guarded by Mosley. Step back triple is up. Good. Oh, man, that was pure. And it's down to an 11-point lead. So don't go anywhere, folks. We still got a game on our hands with under 3 minutes to play as ACI Robbins Nest will slow things down. And we'll get a timeout here called. 11-point lead after ACI Robbins Nest led by as many as 29.
It's a game of runs, Alec. It's a game of runs, and RKE has all the momentum in their favor right now. Just hopefully it's not too little too late with the deficit that they started off with, because remember, like you said, it was up to 29 at one point. ACI was absolutely firing on all cylinders earlier in this game, particularly that first quarter.
It's a 35-17 run since ACI Robins Nest took a 78-49 lead in the third quarter. It was 83-62 coming into this fourth quarter. So call that a 22-12 run in the
10-point swing.
Yeah. Still 2:42 left. There's still plenty of game time left. ACI Robins Nest, again, they got out to that blistering hot start. Their offense has started to slow down a little bit. What do they have to do on this possession here to continue to build up that lead?
Well, first of all, you put the ball in your floor general's hands and you trust him to make a decision. You don't draw up a play here. Dwayne Jones has shown that his basketball IQ is high enough to where you can trust him to make the right read. I would give him a ball screen, do maybe a handoff here with Mosley, come off a ball screen, and then make a decision, whether that's take it to the cup or get one of his teammates involved.
Loyal at the top of the key. Kicks to Mosley, 9 on the shot clock. High screen from Kimbrough, drives, kicks, Loyal looking for another three-pointer. That one just misses off the bank. And now a transition opportunity. It goes off the hands of Davidson and out of bounds.
ACI lucky that RKE didn't convert there. I didn't like that shot for ACI. Loyal has yet to make a three since that first quarter, and Davidson was also in his face as well. Early enough in the shot clock to where they could have gotten something better.
Here is Jones, 2:15 on the clock. Tough defense by Cardacy, getting around a screen. Drives, kicks out for Loyal, gets his pocket picked by Masung. Fast break opportunity. 2 on none, layup is good. We're down to single digits.
And this would be the biggest come from behind victory so far this year, and probably in quite some time as well.
29 points. Mosley, top of the key, 9-point game. Double team comes. Kimbrough now with it.
We'll have to
Takes
get
over
an
Loyal.
answer from Eddie on the last time someone came back from that much, if RKE can pull this off.
And they'll get a reach-in foul on Masung, and that's big because it is the first foul in the final 2 minutes, so one foul away from putting ACI Robins Nest in the bonus. 95-86, a minute 42 on the game clock, 14 on the shot clock.
And there are three, maybe you could argue 4 guys on the floor right now for ACI that I would not want to put at the free throw line either. I think Ibn Loyal is the only one that I would be okay with fouling.
Mosley off the dribble, a 2-pointer's good. Much needed basket, it's back up to 11. Here's Cardacy, 90 seconds to play. Working on Dwayne Jones, fall away 2-pointer, that one's good. A much needed response for Kyle Cardacy. Back down to 9.
Kyle Cardacy is one of those players where like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Because some of the shots he takes are a little bit head scratching as the back court there, but difficult shot makers take difficult shots. So that's what you're going to see from a player like Cardacy, who's able to hit difficult shots at such an amazing clip.
Stand back, corner 3, that one way long and an air ball. Loyal to rebound. It was
Rushed
good
it
defense.
too. You've got to get a better shot than that.
Kimbrough, the two-hand flush and a defensive breakdown for RKE, and he deflects the ball away. Under a minute to play, Kimbrough found a lane and slammed it home, and that is a big-time bucket to push the lead back to 11.
Big-time throwback here, but we're going to have to see RKE pull a Northern Iowa like they did in the tournament.
Oh, man, too soon. It's been 11 years. Davidson, corner 3, got it. We're back to 8 now. Kimbrough will inbound, 99-91. Here's Mosley, crossing the midcourt line, kicks to White. Thought about a shot. Instead, he'll draw some clock out. 45 seconds now, tough defense. Gets it to Mosley. 13 now on the shot clock. Mosley tried to go up for the shot, anticipating the foul from Masung. It was going to be a 3 if
that honestly might have been a shooting foul with the rule.
It was close with the continuation.
But I mean, I don't think any official is going to have the guts to call that a shooting foul just based on the reaction they would get.
Either way, ACI Robins Nest in the bonus, so it'll be free throws for Mosley regardless. Just like, 2 instead of 3.
Say that this game's happening during COVID. There's no fans in the building. You're officiating this game. Is that a foul that you call a shooting foul or on the floor?
It's close. I mean, he got that shot up pretty quickly. I just don't think officials like to kind of call that when they know the foul is coming and they're just kind of flipping it up just to flip it up.
Seton Hall had played UConn earlier this year at Gamble, and they were down like 2 points or 3 points, and Bud Clark chucked it up
Yeah.
when I believe it was Silas Demery fouled him.
Yeah.
And it was clearly a shooting foul, and they didn't call it a shooting foul, and Seton Hall ended up losing the game. That win probably would have gotten them in the tournament as well.
ACI Robbins Nest tried to get a little too cute on the give and go with Mosley and Kimbrough. Still an 8-point lead. Shot clock now off. It'll have to be a minor miracle for RKE Athletic as Loyal was trying to plead his case. Cardacia bounce pass inbound to Masong. 17 seconds now. Masong driving to the lane around the arm of Kimbrough. It won't go, but White pulls in the rebound. Cardacia gets it away. That three-pointer blocked by White, and now that should just about do it. Kimbrough, the windmill exclamation point.
Bang out. That's how you end a basketball game right there. ACI looking like they could be the favorites to repeat, Alec.
The defending champions off to a blistering hot start to the season. They win 103-93. They got off to a really hot start to this game, had to battle it out in the end, but they come away with the victory. So Dave will get our player of the game from ACI Robbins Nest.
And we honestly have no idea who it's going to be because it was such a balanced effort for them today. Everybody contributed, and that's part of the reason why they're so hard to beat. I mean, they really don't have a scouting report because there's so many guys that you have to worry about.
Could be a few. We talked with Kimbrough last week, so maybe we'll see if they get anyone else here.
Eddie taking a look at the box score now. Curious to see who he sends over here.
So it'll be Jagan Mosley.
Jagan, all right.
Dave will talk with Jagan Mosley on the other side of this break on the JSBL Network.
My fellow Big East rival. David Smith of the Jersey Shore Basketball League joined alongside ACI Robbins Nest player of the game, Jagan Mosley. 28 points, 10 of 18 shooting, 4 of 8 from beyond the arc. Jagan, great game. RKE, that's a very tough team with a very strong backcourt. Have guys like Cardacia and Eddard, the St. Peter's Peacock duo. But you guys were able to keep them in check today. Kind of tell me how you were able to do so defensively against such a talented offensive team.
Well, I think you said defensively, but offensively we got hot really early. A lot of us hit a lot of threes early. Me, Ibn, Wayne, Busy. So we got hot early, and that kind of fed into our defense. And then from there, you know, we wanted to force tough twos to keep the score, you know, at a good distance, and we were able to do that.
Yeah, you guys shot over 50% in that first half. I mean, it's very tough to beat a team when they're shooting as hot as you guys. So, but the one thing that really stood out to me was just how connected of a group you are. There's not many teams that play as together and as unselfishly as you guys, and I think that's really what stands out about you guys.
Yeah.
Kind of talk to me about the connectivity and the unselfishness of this squad.
Yeah, I mean, in the summer pro-am, you know, most guys are trying to work on their game, but I feel like we got a group of guys that just want to keep winning. You know, obviously we won last year. I didn't play last year, but, you know, the team won. So we want to do the same thing this year. You know, just keep playing together, keep playing hard, and playing defense is it's fun when everyone wants to do it. If there's only one guy doing it, it's not really fun. But if you got 5 guys all connected, it's fun playing defense.
So the last time you played here in the JSBL was for OIB, or was for Ortho, correct?
2 summers ago, yeah.
Yeah, now coming back for ACI. And then you're pretty familiar with a lot of the players in this league. Kind of talk to me what it's been like transitioning over to ACI and playing with this roster.
I think 3 summers ago I played with, I forgot what team it was called, but it was some of the same guys, Jared, Wayne, it was on our team as well. So, you know, I've been knowing these guys for a few years, so it's not me coming to a system that they already have wasn't too hard for me. Like I said, we're just trying to win, and it's fun playing with guys that want to play defense and win.
We've built a relationship through the Big East, you being a Georgetown guy, me being a Seton Hall guy. Kind of talk to me about your career after Georgetown professionally and what you've been up to recently.
Yeah, it's crazy. I graduated 2020, and I've been overseas for 6 years now. First year Hungary, second year Romania. Took 3 years in Denmark, and I just finished my 6th year in France. So been a good time. Don't know where I'm going this year for my 7th year, but, you know, still blessed to be able to do what, you know, I want to do with my life, you know.
Absolutely, and for those professional teams watching out there, here's the one that you're going to want to sign. Jagan Mosley, David Smith of the Jersey Shore Basketball League. Have a good one.
Appreciate you.